Hi guys, welcome you all for the PM lectures. This is Raj Kamal. Today we are going to see a topic called Introduction to Projection of Planes. So before going to see the projection of planes, we need to know a little bit about the planes. So what is mean by planes? So before seeing the planes, we need to know about the lines. The 2 points will combine to make a line. We know that the 2 points will combine to make a line. Then for the planes, 3 points or more than 3 points will able to make a planes. The other name for the planes is surface or lamina. Please note on guys. In the question paper, sometime instead of planes, they can use the word surface or lamina. So the 3 points or more than 3 points will combine to form a surface. Otherwise, we can say it is a plane or lamina. See here, the 3 points there, 1, 2, 3. The 3 points combine to make a triangle. It have three sides. See here, 4 points will able to make a rectangle plane and it have four sides. Here, 5 points will able to make a pentagon plane. It have five sides or five edges. The sides you can say it as edges also. Similarly, 6 points combine to form a hexagon plane. It has six edges or six sides we can say. Circle also a plane only guys. So if the planes are combined to form what? The question will be asked because the 2 points will combine to get a line and more than 3 points or 3 points are combined to get a planes. If the planes are combined to get a solid, see here we have planes. The planes are combined to form a solid. You can see in the left hand side animation. See, we can get a solid. So planes are combined to form a solid. Here I can put square also. See here 4 points with equal sides. 4 points with equal sides able to produce a square lamina. At the same time, 4 points with opposite sides are equal will be able to produce a rectangle lamina. Here parallelogram also there, rhombus also there. So we can see it in the projection of planes in the next slide. So we can go for the projection of planes concept now. See here we have pictorial representation and orthographic representation. So pictorial representation is helpful to understand the concept very easily, and the orthographic representation is useful to in the exam point of view. So we can see the understanding concept first now. We have a two planes. One is VP plane and another one is HP plane. So VP is vertical plane and HP is horizontal plane. See, I have two persons there. One is viewing in the top view. See, he is viewing in the top view and he is viewing from the front view. So we have a plane here. So the plane is parallel to HP. Please note on guys, the plane is parallel to HP. If it is parallel to HP means you can get the true shape in the HP. So I will show you how. So first, if you have a plane is parallel to HP. So the first condition is the plane is parallel to HP. This is the first statement. If it is parallel to HP, I am viewing in the front view. It will be projected in the VP plane. I will be able to see the true line. So I can able to see the line only. I can able to see the true shape of this plane. The true shape means what? There is no change in the dimension. The whatever the plane, it will be reflected in the same manner. You can say it is a true shape. See here, if I am going to say I'm going to view the same plane in the top view means I can get the true shape. See, there is no change in the dimension. The same dimensionally, I can get the same rectangle here while I'm seeing from the top view. Okay, so what's the meaning here? If I have a object or plane parallel to HP, I can get the true shape in the HP only. The plane is parallel to HP and the true shape will and the true shape will be in the HP only. And one more thing, okay, and one more thing here, Very important thing, it is parallel to HP means we can see the true shape only in the top view. So it is parallel to HP means we can able to see the true shape only in the top view. That's a very important thing, guys. If the plane is parallel to HP means I can get the true shape in the HP and I can able to only visualize in the top view. Okay. If suppose the plane is parallel to VP, the next condition, guys, if the plane is parallel to VP, so imagine it is parallel to VP. Now I can get the true shape in the VP only, and true shape will be visualized in the front view only, guys. This is a very important concept, please remember. So if the plane is parallel to HP means I can get the true shape in the HP only, and it can be visualized from the top view only. If the plane is parallel to VP means I can able to get the true shape in the VP only, that also from the front view. So now I can go for the exam point of view, that is orthographic view. If I am seeing from the top view, the plane is parallel to HP, I will rotate the plane because we can able to rotate the HP plane only in the first angle projection and for the 90-degree and also for the clockwise direction only. So if I rotate it, what will get? So think it is in the front view will be above HP, and the top view will be automatically, see, this is the XY plane. If I move it downwards the plane, it will be in the down. It is below XY. See, now you can understand, guys. Easily you can understand that. Okay. So once again, repeating, guys, very important thing. The plane parallel to HP means we can get the true shape only in the HP, and the true shape will be visualized only in the top view. If the plane is parallel to VP means we can get the true shape in the VP only. That also we can visualize from the front view only. Okay, that's all. Now I am going to inclination of this plane. You can see the inclination now. We have the same VP and HP, that is vertical plane and horizontal plane. So we have a plane. That plane is inclined to what? See here, the plane is inclined to HP. If the plane is inclined to HP, now I am going to visualize this plane from the front view. I can get the inclined line. This inclined line will be visible above the XY line. You know that. Now I am going to see from the top view means I can get the somewhat reduced size of this plane only in the top view that will be projected in the HP plane. So it will be reflected in the paper like this. Is it correct? Because here also I will rotate the plane for 90-degree in the clockwise direction only. Okay. So another thing, guys, in the question paper, this word will be there. Always, most of the question paper, they will give the word surface inclination, or okay, they will give the surface inclination word. If the surface inclination word is there means we need to give the first initial position as parallel to the plane. If the surface inclination is inclined to HP means, just imagine, guys, it is inclined to HP means your first initial step of the drawing will be parallel to HP. Suppose if the surface inclination is inclined to VP means the first initial step of your drawing will be parallel to VP. So these things we can see in the problem later. Very detailedly we can see these steps. Okay. So now first you can understand this concept. So if I kept the inclination with HP, I can get the output like this in the paper. Okay. We can move for the next slide. That is edge inclination, guys. Now you can see the edge inclination. Surface inclination, we see it. Now we can go to see the edge inclination. See here, the edge is inclined. I can get the, because already I have the surface inclination. Now I am going to tilt the edge inclination in VP. So according to VP, so I can get the visualization like this. Both sides I can see the shape. So how can I project it in the paper? Again, I will rotate this HP for 90° only in the clockwise direction, it will be look like this. Okay, this is both inclined. Edge also inclined here. This is the both inclination, guys. Edge and surface also inclined. Okay, you can see in the problem very detailedly, guys, these things. So these are the procedures to solve the problem. Only in 3 steps you need to know to solve the problem. So you can see the problem. While solving the problem, I will explain how to use this procedure. Okay, you can read out this procedure. This very easily we can solve the problem, guys. Okay, thank you.